and welcome back to the English Tube. I hope you're having a great time. Today I have an easy lesson for you, but still it gets a little confusing sometimes. It's called tag questions, or some call it question tags. Well, tag questions are phrases in the form of short questions that we put at the end of a sentence. It's often used in spoken English and it makes you sound. We may look at some examples of tag questions. You seem to be busy, don't you? They were shopping, weren't they? You don't like movies, do you? So after the three sentences, we are using these small phrases. Don't you? Weren't they? Do you? So these small phrases that we are using at the end of a sentence are called question tags. So how do we form a question tag? If we get a positive statement, we will put a negative tag, such as, you like flowers, don't you? And when we have a negative statement, we will use a positive tag, such as, the boy isn't coming, is he? Now we should know that we don't use the question tags after an interrogative sentence, or as we say, we don't use tags or tag questions after a question. It can be a common mistake, like, do you like music, do you? Well, it's not correct. So let's go to the basic rules of question tags, which may include, like, if we have the verbs be, that is am, is, are, was, were. So if we have be in the statement, then we put be in the tags too, such as, we're leaving tomorrow, aren't we? She was singing, wasn't she? He is not a good player, is he? They were annoying, weren't they? Now one is a bit confusing, that is, what should we do with am? Well, I'm the best, am I not? Well, it's not actually correct. We should tell it like, I'm the best, aren't I? We should always remember that we have to use the contracted form of the auxiliary verbs, like isn't it, or wasn't it, won't it. It's warm today, isn't it? But we cannot say it's warm today, is it not? If you get confused with the tag forms, you may look up in the description box. Now some other auxiliary verbs. Can, could, may, have, has, or had. If there are these auxiliary verbs in the statement, we put them in the tags too, such as, we have completed the project, haven't we? He has not done the work yet, has he? Rose can come with us, can't she? You can't play the violin, can you? She sang well that night. Now, if we get a sentence like this where we don't have any auxiliary verb, but we have a main verb here, we're going to use do, does, or did according to the person or tense. Like for present tense, we are going to use do and does, while if the sentence is in the past, we use did. So, she sang well that night, didn't she? As the sentence is in past, we use did. She looks pretty, doesn't she? We go there every week, don't we? So we have to keep in mind that we have to put do and does according to the person and tense. Sometimes we use question tags with the imperatives. Imperative sentences are invitations or orders. We use oughtn't for invitations in the tag, and we use can, can't, will, would for orders. So let's look at a sentence. Open the door. If this sentence is an invitation, we would use oughtn't. Open the door, won't you? That means we are requesting that person that please open the door. But if this turns out an order or something, that we are telling that person you must open the door or you should open the door, we will use can, can't, will, would. So it's like open the door, can you? Open the door, will you? Or open the door, would you? Sometimes we start an imperative sentence with don't. So if we have a don't in our statement, like don't forget me, we will use will you. Don't forget me, will you? Don't go there, will you? If it starts with let's, we use shall we. Let's go to the concert tomorrow, shall we? Now this is an important rule. Some adverbs have negative meanings, so we use positive question tags. So we use affirmative tag after a sentence containing a negative word such as never, hardly, rarely, seldom, or even the word nobody. So he has never worried about anything, has he? You seldom go to the beach, do you? Nobody lives in this house, do they? So we can summarize. If there is a positive sentence with negative statement, we have to use positive question tag. They are hardly aware of this, are they? But some people might be confused with a few and a little. Well, these are positive statements. He has a few friends, hasn't he? Later we have nothing, anything, everything, or something as the subject. In that case, we use it in the tag. Something is better than nothing, isn't it? Nothing is certain, is it? Well, see here, as nothing is a negative word, we are using a positive tag. Everything was lost, wasn't it? Again, we may have subjects like the pronouns everybody, nobody, anybody, everyone, someone, somebody, none, no one, and all. Then in the tag, we have to use they. Everybody likes flowers, don't they? Somebody came here, didn't they? Anybody can do this, can't they? Nobody can do this, can they? We may get some sentence like all of us or most of us. All of us attended the class, or most of us were present in the class. So if we have this kind of sentence, we use we. All of us attended the class, didn't we? Most of us were present in that class, weren't we? We normally don't get this kind of sentences, but it could be an exception to have an abstract noun as a subject. Like, the mother rose in her, didn't it? So we use it for abstract noun. Now you can use question tags, can't you? Well, we use the question tag for two things. Maybe we are asking something when we don't know the answer, or sometimes we know the answer but we are just confirming the information. So that was an easy peasy thing, wasn't it? So that was all for today. If you like this video, please drop a like and also put a comment in the comment section below so that I can understand if you like this. And please check out the other videos of this channel. There were more vocabulary lessons, and also there are some other grammar lessons that you may find helpful. And of course, please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you can get a notification when I am posting another brand new video. Till then, stay safe, take care, goodbye.